Okay, you can still hear me, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna have you grab your foam roller, and we are actually going to just take the foam roller into our hands, and then we're gonna lay all the way down on the mat, and you're gonna reach the foam roller up over your head. So you're gonna be laying down, that foam roller is gonna come up and over, the arms are gonna be long, you'll hold right there. Then all I want you to do is keep the arms long with that foam roller, holding onto the edge of it. Feet and knees are parallel. You're going to tuck the pelvis and then lift the hips into the air. The knees are going to be in parallel. Hold that right there. Just keep squeezing those knees parallel and then scoop and roll back down, feeling a stretch through the upper back. Hopefully the foam roller will help you with some of that back pain. Tuck the pelvis and lift the hips into the air and hold it at the top. And then again, scoop and roll back down, holding it at the bottom. Good, let's do that again. Tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, hold it at the top. Good. Let's do one more there. Tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, hold it at the top. Keep reaching the arms up over the head as high as you possibly can. That way you get a nice stretch through the shoulders as well. And then you'll scoop and roll back down, keeping the knees in parallel. Keep the arms right where they are, and then bring your right leg up to tabletop, and then your left. Squeeze your knees together. You're gonna take the legs over towards the camera, just a little change, and then exhale, pull to center. You're still trying to keep that opposite shoulder blade down. Pull into the tummy just a little bit, over towards away from the camera. Exhale, pull to the center. And then again, to the camera. Try to let those arms relax back there behind you. Exhale, pull to center. Pull your bottom ribs down as well. Legs go over, squeeze the knees. Exhale, pull to center. And again, over towards the camera. Exhale, pull to center. You're going to take the legs over and away. Exhale, pull back to center. And then I want you to set your feet down. You're going to reach the hands out in front of you. And then exhale, lift the foam roller up over your knees. Sorry, my nose itches. I need to stop there. And then lower back down. Reach the arms all the way back up over your head. You're going to lift the head and chest. Reach the foam roller up and over your knees. Good. And then lower back down, those arms come up. Lift, exhale, push. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lift and push. Inhale, lower. We're going to do 3 more here. Lift, press the foam roller up and over the knees, and then lower back. Exhale, lift, press it up and over the knees, and lower. Do 1 more. Lift, press here, hold, little pulses. Reach and reach. 3, 4, looks good. 5, 6, 7. Hold it at the top. Rotate towards the camera and back to center. Exhale, rotate away and back to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate again. Inhale, center. Again to each side. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotating. Inhale to center, and then lower all the way back with the arms. Reach the legs all the way out in front of you, and then squeeze your inner thighs together really hard. Hold on to the foam roller on the edges still. And you're just going to reach the hands in front of you. Hold. Give me little pulses here. Just kind of working out the stickiness that happens with that roll up on the first time. We're going to roll all the way back down. Reach the arms up over your head. It's okay if we don't make it all the way up on the first one. So we're going to go into the C curve and then go for the roll up. Inhale. Exhale. Think of pushing the foam roller forwards and your low back backwards as you come up. kind of that opposing force there. Keep pressing the foam roller out in front of you as you roll down. Drop your hands just a little bit, relax the shoulders. There we go, and then reach the arms up over your head. Good, reach the hands out in front with an inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together. Exhale, press the foam roller out in front of you. Keep it just below the shoulders. And then keep looking at the knees right there. You're gonna slowly roll back down, one vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms up over the head. Inhale. Exhale, roll forwards. Good. Good. There we go. And then roll back down. Squeeze the legs together, shoulders down and away. Those arms come up over the head. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, roll forwards. Reaching the foam roller out in front of you. Hold there. And then you're going to roll back down. Scoop through the belly. Take your time coming down on this one. Let's do one more. Reach the arms up. Nice and smooth. Inhale, chin to chest, and then exhale, press the foam roller forward, squeeze the legs together. Hold this, and then roll all the way back down to finish this last one. Nice and slow. Then reach the arms up over the head. Perfect. Roll over onto your side, and we're going to take the foam roller up underneath us. So it's going to go lengthwise on the mat, and then I'm going to have you sit on the foam roller. So you'll kind of straddle the foam roller here. Kind of a weird way to get into it. But you've got to sit all the way on this bottom edge so that whenever you go down, your head is actually going to be on the foam roller. I'm going to keep my hands down for balance though. So as we go down, just find a comfy place to come down where it's right on the spine and you can feel your head on. So you may have to adjust once you get down. Does this feel okay here? Does that feel okay there, Joy? Okay, good. So just let the chest open. Keep your arms down for now. So the elbows are down and the hands are down. Feet and knees are going to stay in parallel. You're not going to come up as high as you normally do. So you'll tuck the pelvis. You'll lift the hips up and hold, but it's a little bit constricting, so you won't have quite as much feeling of the height that you do from the mat. You'll scoop and roll back down, but you'll get that nice opening of the chest and shoulders, keeping the arms down. You'll tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, but try to put a little bit more of the engagement into the abdominals instead of the glutes. They're going to work no matter what. Try to pull into the abs here. You're going to scoop and roll back down. Again, tucking the pelvis, and then lifting the hips into the air by imprinting the spine into the foam roller. Your shoulder blades are surrounding it now, and then you're going to scoop and roll back down. Let's do one more of those. Tucking the pelvis, rearranging the foam roller as needed here at the top, hold. And then we'll scoop and roll down. You're going to keep your elbows on the mat, and then place your hands at the top of your pelvis. So you're just going to squeeze onto that bone right there. You're going to take your right leg up to tabletop. Keep your elbows down because that's how you stabilize. Then look at the sky. You'll squeeze the knees together at the top. Hold this. Keep those elbows imprinting into the mat. You'll take your right toes, tap. Inhale, exhale, pull. Same leg, right side. Inhale down, exhale, pull. 6, exhale, pull. 5 and 4, nice and slow. 3, exhale, pull up. 2, one more. You're going to hold this leg at the top. Bring your left leg down. So you'll go down with an inhale, exhale, pull back up. 7, and exhale, pull. 6, and 5, 4, 3, looks really good, and 2. We're going to do one more here at the top. We're going to switch them a little bit faster. So we'll go tap, and then we'll alternate down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more set to really fire this up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bring your legs up to tabletop, squeeze the knees together. Then you're going to set your right foot all the way down on the mat, and then your left foot all the way down on the mat. I want you to reach your arms long down by your side. The foam roller is going to wobble a little bit. Then I want you to reach your arms all the way up over the head as far as your shoulders will allow. Just be cautious here as we start moving. You're going to open the arms out to a T, then pull all the way down by your side. Lift the arms all the way up over your head, nice and slow. You'll open the arms out to a T, then down by the side. Lift the arms all the way up, over in line with the ears. Circle all the way down to your hips. And again, lift up all the way. Circle the arms all the way around and hold here. Now reverse it. You'll circle the arms all the way up over your head and then push the arms down by your side. Circle all the way up over in line with your ears and then push down. Circling again and press. Good. Circling all the way up and around and push down. Good. Again. Let's do one more in that up circle direction, all the way up. Then hands press all the way down. Lift your chest right here and just hold. And then lower down with an inhale. The arms lift all the way up over in line with the ears. Exhale, lift the head and chest. Press into the hands. Hold. Good. Right there. Then lower back down. Those arms come up over the head. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lift, push. Inhale, lower. Good. Exhale, lift and push into this. Hold here. Then drop the head and chest. Bring your elbows down. And all I want you to do is just roll over to one side to come off of the foam roller carefully. Perfect. We're going to change the foam roller position to short. Let's call it just like we would short box. So you're going to put it right across the mat. Should feel kind of like a little bit of a release as you come out of some of these, that feeling in the back after you come off of them.
Yeah, it is.
Should feel really good to open it up. So should be a little bit warmer now, and we can go into some stuff for like thoracic, kind of mid back. Just kind of come on top of the foam roller. You can roll back and forth just a little bit. If it's feeling tender, don't push too hard. But right below the shoulder blades is where I want that foam roller to hit. So I just want you to loosen it up just a tiny bit, and you can even go ahead and bring your hands up behind your head because that's where they're going to be. I lift my bottom up just a couple of inches off the ground, and I use my feet to navigate where I'm going with the foam roller. So once I come in, I'm going to sit my bottom down and bring my pelvis into neutral. Feet and knees are going to stay parallel, just a few inches apart, just as I would if I was laying on the mat. So those hands are going to come up behind the head. I'm going to get right at the shoulder blades or right below. If there's a good spot for you, you can find that now. I want you to go over the top of the foam roller while keeping your bottom down. And then I want you to exhale, lift, and pull into the abdominals. Inhale, lower back. And then exhale, lifting. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, pull into that. Good. Again, inhale as you lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower back. Find that stretch. Exhale, lift and push. Two more. Down. Exhale through the mouth, come up. Good. Inhale as we lower. Exhale, lift. We're going to stay lifted on this one, and I want you to take the right leg up to tabletop. Hold it there. You're going to rotate the upper body towards that knee. Then you're going to extend the leg out, go over the top of the roller. Exhale, lift, pull in, rotate. Inhale, lower down, reach the leg straight up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. And 5, and release. Here's 4, keeping it in line with the hip. And 3, that knee stays straight. 2 more. Good, 1 more here. Stay lifted on this one. You're going to bring the foot down, bring the chest back into the center, and then lift your left leg up. Rotate towards that left leg. You're going to extend the leg out, lower the chest. Exhale, lift, rotate towards the knee, and then inhale, lowering back. Exhale, lift, rotate, inhale, lower. Use the breath, keep the hip, knee, and ankle in alignment. We have 4 more on this side. Here's 4, and reach, 3, 2, 1 more. Stay in the center, and then put the foot down. You're going to rotate back into the center. You're going to let your head and chest go back. You can keep your hands up behind your head, or you can freely open the arms. If the shoulders are tight, you might have to keep them up behind the head. If you want, you can lift the arms up, just kind of get a little bit of a massage on those shoulder blades. And then we're going to exhale, lift, bring your hands down to the ground, extend your legs, and then just help yourself up from there and move those shoulder blades around a little bit. Let's change the position of the foam roller and let's place it underneath our knees. All of that feel okay so far? So let's go with the feet flat, and then the arms are going to reach long out in front of us, just working to get down. We're going to hollow the belly, roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, kind of feel where we worked the knots out of those shoulder blades. And then once we're down, I want you to take your foam roller and roll it up underneath your sacrum. Now, once we get in with the position with the legs up, then you might have to change where the foam roller is to a better spot. You're going to place your hands on the outside edge of the foam roller, and then you're going to bring one leg up to tabletop and then the other. You just don't want to become a seesaw where it lifts you up. So you'll have to find that right spot underneath your bottom. Hold this here. I want you to take your legs into a frog position for some hip work. So relax the arms. You're going to press the legs away as low as you can without letting your body come up off of the mat. And then you'll bend the knees back in slowly. Push away with an exhale, just as if you have your feet in the straps on the reformer of the tower. Exhale, push. Inhale, resist back in. Exhale, press away. Really squeezing through the legs, keeping the abdominals and back working as well. 3 more here. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. You're going to push the legs away and hold. You'll go into a down circle, but just be cautious of that range. You're going to pull the legs up to the top. Exhale, push away. Those legs are in a V. You'll circle the legs around all the way up to the top, just like we do in hip work with the feet in the straps. Circle around and back up to the top. Good. 2 more in this direction. 1 more. At the top, let's reverse this. You're going to open the legs out, circle down and around, pull the heels together, and then lift the legs back up. Open out, down and around, and pull. Keep the legs nice and straight, so engage the quads a whole lot. Circle around. Find that big stretch through those inner thighs, opening the hips up. Let's do 2 more in that same down circle direction. 1 more. Good. Bend the legs in, hold, just give them a little tuck into the chest. You're going to set your feet down onto the mat. Then you're going to lift the hips, roll the foam roller out, roll the back down, just feel a release in that low back. Then I want you to squeeze your legs together and roll yourself up from that position. Perfect. So let's move on to the abdominal series that we normally do with just the arms, but let's use the foam roller on that today. It's actually pretty challenging. So Your arms are gonna reach straight out in front. You're gonna hold onto the outside edge of the foam roller. And then we're gonna roll down one vertebrae at a time, all the way down flat on the mat. Lift your legs up to tabletop and squeeze your knees together. And then reach the foam roller over the tops of the knees. You're gonna do double leg stretch. So we'll extend everything out. And then exhale, pull back in. Inhale, reach everything out. Good. Exhale, pull back in. Go to a long arm. 6, exhale, pull. And 5, and pull. 4, 3, 2. We have one more. You're going to pull this all the way in. Let the head go down for just a minute. Then I want you to lift the head and chest and extend one leg out. Go over the top of that leg. Then you're going to slowly switch and go over the top of the other leg. Hip, knee, and ankle are all still in alignment. Taking it across like a rainbow over the top of that knee for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bend the knees in, reach the arms up over the head. On the next one, we're going to do a little bit of paddling. So we're going to come up and have some big arm motions. We're going to lift the head and chest, reach over the tops of the knees, and we're going to extend one leg out. Then we're going to go down, reach all the way up over the head, but then we lead with the down hand and come all the way up over the head. We go down and we go over the head. We go down and back over, just like you're paddling through the water. Down and lift up and over. We go down and lift up and over. One more to each side. We reach down with that hand, up and over the head. One more. My abs are on fire. Bend the knees into tabletop. Let the head and chest come all the way down. Keep your legs at tabletop and then tap the mat with both toes. Down, inhale. Exhale, pull back up. Stabilize with those abdominals. Down with an inhale. Exhale, pull. 2 more to finish this off. 1 more. Good. Set the feet all the way down. Extend one leg all the way out and then the other. I want you to reach the hands in front for a roll up. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale and then exhale. Roll up from there. Let's change our point of view just a little bit. So place the foam roller at the front of the mat. Excuse me. Then we're going to go down onto the stomach for a little bit of back extension, kind of mid-class here. That way we can stretch out those abdominals. So I'm going to go with the foam roller directly beneath my wrist. I'm going to squeeze the legs together. And with it at the wrist, it's going to allow for some movement of those shoulders. The forehead is going to go all the way down to the mat. And then I want you to lift the chest and drag the foam roller back towards you, lifting up through the shoulders, looking forwards, and then lowering all the way back down, reaching the foam roller out in front of you, letting the forehead come down. Inhale, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades down and back, try not to let the shoulders come into the ears, pull them away, and then exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Press those feet into the floor, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. We're going to do one more back extension here. Inhale, lift, drag the foam roller back towards you. Abdominals pulled in, shoulders down and away. Press the feet into the mat. And then exhale, lower down. Bring the hands up underneath the shoulders. Pull the knees into your chest. Find a little rest position to stretch the low back. And just relax the head down. Perfect. Roll that up slowly. Let's do a little bit of work down on the back again. So grabbing onto the foam roller, a little bit of a different position here. So we're going to roll all the way down, and then I want you to take the foam roller in between your feet. So you're really going to have to squeeze onto the foam roller, finding some stabilization through the ankle. You can place it right at the ankle, but for me, it's kind of like ankle and the instep of the feet. Are you with me on that?
Yeah.
There we go, perfect, yes. So really finding some inner thigh engagement. The arms are gonna go long, and then I just want you to lower, but only to 45 degrees. And then exhale, lift the legs back up. Squeeze those inner thighs. Engage your quads to straighten the legs. Inhale as you go down, just to 45 degrees. Exhale as you lift. Feel those inner thighs burning. Down. Exhale, pull. Let's do one more here, then we're gonna change this. Remember, we're not going super low. Exhale, pull. Now, we're gonna rotate your right foot down, and then we'll go down there. Lift back up and pull it back into the center. Rotate the left leg down, go down there, just like you're driving a car with your feet, and back into the center. Rotate the right leg down. We lower. Exhale, lift, and back into the center. Rotate the left leg down. We lower, back into the center, hold. In the center, we're gonna go straight down with an inhale, squeeze those inner thighs. Exhale, pull back up. You're almost there, 3 more. 3, exhale, pull. 2, we've got 1 more of these inner thigh burners. And up at the top, we'll bend the knees, set the foam roller all the way down. I want you to place your feet on the foam roller. This may make the hamstrings cramp a little bit. If so, we'll kind of stretch it out a little and then we'll come back. So let's reach the arms long. And I want you to tuck your pelvis and lift the hips into the air with the feet on the foam roller. Hold. And then scoop and roll back down. Try not to let the knees splay open. We want to keep them in parallel with the hip joints. You're going to tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, hold this at the top. Pull into those tummy muscles again here. Really thinking about knitting the ribs towards one another, hollowing and scooping back down. Feeling the backs of the legs firing up naturally, but pull into the abs. Tuck, pull in, and then lift, using that as your powerhouse. Scoop and roll back down. Good. Again, tuck the pelvis. Lift the hips into the air. Hold this at the top. Keep your knees in parallel, and then scoop and roll down. Now we're going to add on. Are you good to add on?
Yeah.
Here we go. We're going to tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, hold this at the top. Then we're going to reach the legs out. You're going to go onto the backs of the legs, hold that, drop your bottom down to the mat, and then roll it back in with your bottom down. Your feet are flat on the foam roller. Tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, hold this at the top, and then you're going to reach the legs all the way out, go onto the backs of the heels, and then go all the way down onto your bottom, and you're going to roll it back in towards you. 1 more in that direction, these birds. Tuck and lift, hold. You're going to reach it all the way out, hold, and then drop the bottom and pull back in. Does that feel okay?
Very clever.
Let's reverse. This is the not fun version. So you're going to keep it down, and you're going to push the foam roller away from you. Go onto the backs of the heels. I'm really more Achilles, bottom of the calves. Then I'm going to lift the hips and pull it in, and then sink down into the mat. I'm going to roll it away. It goes onto the backs of the legs. I'm going to float the hips up, roll it in with the feet on the foam roller on the top, and then we scoop and roll back down. We're gonna push the foam roller away, hold. Last one, float the hips up, and then we're gonna roll this in and scoop and roll. Nice. Let's roll over onto the side. Grab a drink if you need one. I need a quick drink. So let's kind of stay with our foam roller theme for just a little bit more. I'm going to take it in between, right above the ankle, just as I would if I had a ring in between there. I'm going to lay all the way down. The bottom arm, the palm is facing up towards the sky. I'm going to keep the feet slightly in front. That way I'm shaped a little bit more like a banana. It's a little bit more friendly to the low back. The top hand is down. You're going to squeeze the foam roller and then exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, lower down. Good, just keep breathing. Use your breath. Try to send the work here with an exhale and then inhale as you lower. Let's do 2 more just like this. And then we'll add on just a little bit of a challenge. 1 more. Keep the legs lifted slightly. Reach the arm down by your side. You're going to keep your bottom hand down on the mat. We're going to exhale, lift the head and chest, lift the legs. Then lower everything down. Exhale, lift, pull into those obliques. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, lowering down. Keep that bottom arm down for stabilization. Keep squeezing that foam roller. Good, lower that all the way down. Go ahead and take the foam roller out and just bend the knees so that the foot is up against the quad. And we're just gonna find a rotation towards that same side that we were lifting into. Just hold that. Let the head hang heavy for just a second there to release the neck. Then let's rotate over, countering that. Just rotate towards that opposite knee. Hold there. Perfect. Let's switch sides. So I'm going to switch directions. It's totally up to you if you want to face the same way you can. So foam roller is going to go in between, right above the ankle. We're going to reach the bottom arm out. The palm is going to face up towards the sky. Keep squeezing the legs together. Remember to breathe into the obliques. So we'll exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower them down. Keep squeezing that foam roller. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. Use your breath. Try to be light on that hand that's on the mat. Let's do 2 more here. Then let's take that top arm, lay it on the leg, keep the bottom arm down, exhale, lift the head and pull into the obliques, and then inhale as we lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. Let's do 2 more of these on the side. 1 more. And then we lower all the way down. Go ahead and remove the foam roller, and then we'll take that front leg up against the knee, and we'll rotate towards that same side that we were just working. You might feel a little stretch on that glute and quad on that side as well. Relax your shoulders. Perfect, then let's rotate towards the other side, just finding a little bit of rotation and rest. Let the head go.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and grab the foam roller. Are you okay on your knees?
Right now I am, yeah. And I
You're
have
okay up tall, kneeling. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to angle the camera just a little bit different so you can see what I do with the foam roller. So I'm on the knees, and then I'm going to have the foam roller all the way up over the head. Okay. So I'm going to turn to the side, that way you can see what's going to happen. I'm on the knees, and I'm going to reach the hands out in front, sit the hips back, but not all the way. And then lift up, squeeze the glutes, the arms lift. You'll lower, and then exhale, lift, press the pelvis forward, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, reach the foam roller out in front of you. Exhale, lift and push. You should be feeling those legs here. Down, feel the shoulders working, and lift. 6, let's do 2 more in this position. 1 more. Good, we're gonna come all the way up. I want you to place the foam roller in front of you, underneath your hands, so I'll angle the camera down so you can see again. A couple of different positions here, that way the wrists don't get compromised from being on them for too long. Hold this, extend one leg back behind, and really stretch to the calf by pushing the heel backwards. And then without moving anything, you'll push the other foot back, and we're just gonna hold here. Just a little bit of instability from that foam roller. Just breathe. Hold for 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to your knees. Pull the foam roller just up underneath the stomach. We're going to come down to the forearms. Not using the foam roller on this one. We're going to extend one leg back behind us and then the other, coming into front support, but on the elbows here. And then we're going to do single leg lifts. So you'll point the right foot, lift, squeeze, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the foot back down, point the other foot and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set both knees down. Then I'm going to have you actually bring your shins onto the foam roller. So we're going to extend it back, hold it here. So I'm going to roll a little bit closer towards mid-shin. That way I have some room to play with. Then I'm going to come up onto the shins and hold. I'm going to extend the legs out. It's going to roll almost to the knees right there. Then I'm going to exhale, pull back in, round the back here. Inhale, push away, rolling on those shins. So a little massage for the shins. Work for the rest of the body. Exhale, pull, round. Inhale, reach it away. Feel the body shake as you pull it in. Exhale, pull. Round the back right there. Push away. Let's do a couple more here. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach it away. And then we'll pull the knees in, set them down, and swing that around. I'm going to have you take your foam roller and just set it over to the side. Perfect. So let's go back lengthwise on the mat. And let's roll down. So the arms are going to reach forwards. And then hollow your belly. You're going to go all the way down to the mat, nice and slow. And then reach the arms long down by your side. So a little bit more traditional here. We're going to extend the legs out on the mat. Then you're going to take the leg closest to the camera, or let's both do the right legs. That way it'll be going in the same direction. Lift the right leg up. You'll flex your foot. Hold that flex. Engage your quad. You're going to take that leg across the other leg. Inhale, down and around for a circle. And then exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Use your breath in Keep the pelvis really still, placing the hands there if you need to. 2 more. 1 more at the top, switch directions. We'll go inhale, down and around, and exhaling. Inhale, stabilizing the pelvis, and exhale, feeling those hip flexors working. In, and X. 2 more. And exhale at the top, point the toe, lift your chest, grab onto the back of that leg up as high as you can and just hold. Then relax your shoulders down and back, and at the top, hold it, flex your foot, and then point the foot. Flex the foot, and point the foot. Flex, and point. Flex the foot and hold, just find a little stretch, pull it closer towards you. Point the foot up towards the sky and move into hamstring pull. So you'll pull towards you, little double pull, and then switch, and then a little double pull. Make sure you're really elongating through the quad to stretch the leg. It's a little exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale, pull. Let the other foot just kind of feather touch the mat. Good, now let's rotate towards that leg as it comes in. Rotate. And switch. Still a little double bounce on the leg that comes towards you. Bounce, bounce, and bounce, bounce. Feeling tight through the backs of my legs today. Cannot get them straight. 1 more to each side. And then stay lifted with that left leg in the air. You're going to flex the foot and point it. So it's the opposite leg that we had up earlier, because we're going to finish those leg circles here. Flex the foot, hold. Then you'll drop the head and chest. Keep that leg lifted. Go across the body. Inhale, pelvis stays still. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale. Use your breath. And exhale. 2 more. Whenever you get back up to the top, you're going to pause, switch directions. Inhale, down and around, and exhaling. Use that breath, stabilize. Inhale, and exhale. You have 4 more. 2 more. At the top, point the toe, bend the knee, extend the leg all the way out. Reach the arms all the way up over the head. Inhale, bring your chin to your chest. And then exhale, roll up. Use those abdominals. We're going to swing the legs around back behind us. And then we're going to go down onto the stomach. So a little bit of rocking prep, just to stretch through the quads, stretch through the hip flexors, and open up the back here, open up the chest. So you're going to bend your knees, and then I want you to reach back and grab your feet. Are you able to grab both feet, or do we need to start with one at a time?
I've got both.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to hold the forehead down towards the mat, and I want you to lift the head and chest and lift the knees up. Now, my range is not huge here, but I'm going to try to kick into my hands and lift a little higher. Then I'm going to exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Try to keep the knees close together. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lowering down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Really try to kick into those hands. Exhale, lowering. Last one, lifting. And then lowering down. Good. Slowly release the legs. And then counter that with a lower back stretch in a child's pose. Your knees can stay close together, or you can open them out. That's up to you. So hold here. Relax the shoulders. Let the head come down. Good. So we're going to find a plank, but we're going to move into some Pilates push-ups. So hands are going to come directly beneath the shoulders. You're gonna extend one leg out back behind you, hold here, and then you'll extend the other leg out and hold. The first thing I want you to do is lift the hips and find your pike. Just find a little stretch, kind of pedaling the heels out. Good, press both heels down towards the mat. And then with 3 steps of the hands, you're gonna walk your hands back to your feet. So you're gonna push off, 1, 2, 3. Hold your feet parallel, about 2 to 3 inches apart. And then we're gonna hollow the belly and slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Squeeze your glutes, press the pelvis slightly forward, stack the spine, shoulders go down and back. Then we're gonna bring our head down, rolling down, let those arms just hang like dead weight as we go down. We're gonna walk the hands out for 3 steps into a plank. 1, 2, 3. We hold here. We're gonna drop the knees on the first one, but keep the pelvis pressing forwards. The elbows come in by your side. We barely lower. Elbows come in tight. Exhale, push back up. And 4. Good. Exhale, push. 3, and squeeze. 2, 1 more. You're gonna lift the knees back into that plank, lift the hips, go into your pike, walk the hands back. 1, 2, 3, then slowly roll up, scooping, scooping, squeeze the glutes, press the pelvis forwards a little bit, shoulders down and back. Again, chin comes down. We roll down, just letting the arms hang as you go down. Release into that, that's it, good, let it go. And then walk the hands out for 1, 2, 3, hold. Let's try to stay on the toes this time. If you need to bump down to the knees, that's okay. Turn those elbows in, shoulders away from the ears. You'll go down, barely, exhale, push back up. 4, exhale, push. The knees are just fine if needed. 2 more. Good, 1 more. Hold your plank, lift your hips, go into your pike, and walk your hands back, 1, 2, 3. Slowly rolling up, scooping through the stomach. Shoulders come down and back. Good, we're gonna walk forwards on our mat. Toes at the front. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. And I want you to start to lower yourself down and try to come down into a balancing act here with the legs at tabletop. Hold that.
I don't have ankle mobility in one of my ankles, so that's tough.
To be able to come down, the range, yeah, the range and the stability to be able to get into that position. You can try it with the legs a little bit wider, and that way you have more strength through the hips and through the glutes to be able to come all the way down. But if the ankles don't have the range there, then you just have to kind of plop, right?
Right.
So hold this. Let's lift the arms with an inhale. Exhale, chop back down, but keep those shins lifted. Inhale, lift up, pull into the belly. Exhale, chop back down. Inhale, we lift the arms. Exhale, push. Good, now let's roll all the way down onto the back. Pull the knees in, find a little rest there. Rock side to side, massaging that low back. Good. Now keep your legs at tabletop. Reach the arms up over the head. We're going to try to come into a teaser from here. So you're going to reach the hands forwards, roll up, and lift. Arms up, toes up. You're going to keep the legs where they are, bring the arms down, and then lower down, let the legs hover. The arms come up over the head. Reach the hands forward, lift the legs. You can do it with the knees bent as well. 1 more. Down with the arms, down with the legs. They hover, the arms come back, head goes down. The arms reach forwards, we come up, we lift. Let's do 1 more because we're already here and it's fun. We'll go down, lift the arms up over your head, and then we'll reach it forwards, lift the arms, lift the legs, hold the arms in front, lower all the way down. You're gonna pull your right knee in towards you. Take a deep breath, and then take that leg across the body, reach the opposite arm out. You're gonna turn and look at that extended arm and hold. I did put a 10-minute stretch video on our Breathe YouTube. So if you want to pull that up for kind of a midday stretch, it's just a quick one. Back into the center, and then extend that leg out on the mat. Pull the left knee in and hold. Then you're going to take that leg across the body, extend the opposite arm, and then turn and look at that opposite arm and hold. Good. Lift the leg back up to the top, reach the legs out, reach the arms up over the head, and then inhale, bring your chin to your chest and roll up. Let's do one more little burner for the glutes before we stretch and head out for the evening. So let's go on all fours and just hold here. So I want you to take your right leg, extend it back behind you and point the toe. You're only going to move from the glutes down, so not moving into the low back at all. That way you're using that to stabilize. You're going to lift the leg and tap the toes. 7, 6, nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold there, bend the knee, flex the foot. Little pulses. 8, only from the glute down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee in. You're going to lift it out to the side for 8 and lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg up. Now push it back, point, take it across the body and bring it towards the shoulder. Push it across the body and towards the shoulder. 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to push the leg back, hold it there, bring it back into the center, flex your foot, pull the abs in, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking a little break from the legs, you're going to go down onto your left forearm. And then extend your feet out and hold. If you need to stay on the knees, you can. It will look like this. If you need to go to the feet, you're going to press into the knife edge of the feet and just hold here. We'll do little dips down for 8, whether you're on the knees or the feet. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. We'll come up, slowly lower that, and I'm going to turn and face the opposite direction. So let's go back to that glute series on the other side. The hands are down, knees directly beneath the hips. We'll extend the left leg out behind us and point the toes first. Then we'll lift the leg up, lift for 8, and tap the toes. 7, just squeeze through the glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to lift the leg up, hold it there. Flex the foot, bend the knee, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to bring the knee down in line with the other knee and open it out for 8 and lower. 7. Try to be light on the hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick the leg back, point the toe, take it across the body, and then bring it back to the shoulder. 7, and pull it in. 6, and we pull. 5, 4, 3, let's do 2 more, we've got this. You're gonna pull this back, hold, bring it back into the center, Square the pelvis, flex the foot, little pulses. 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to turn down onto my forearm and extend the legs or stay on the knees with the arm up. If you're on the feet, go to the knife edge and hold here. Just breathe. And then we slowly lower the hips. Exhale, lift. 7, good. 6, 5, 4, shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower that down, come seated facing towards the camera, and let's draw the soles of our feet together. Just kind of relax the shoulders down, and then fold yourself forwards and tuck your elbows in. Just hold here. Relax the shoulders, let the head go, let the neck go. Really try to stretch through that low back. Rounding the spine as much as you can. Good, we're gonna roll this up, and then we're gonna come onto all fours. Perfect, so I'm gonna have you send your right leg forward on this side. So I'm gonna send my left, you send your right. There we go. Hands are gonna go on the inside of the leg. So we're gonna open the hips up just a bit here. Both hands on the inside. And if you're ready for it, you'll bring the outside forearm down. And if you want, you can bring the inside one down too. If that just does not feel good, come back up to the hands, or at least one hand. Keep pulling the knee in towards your shoulder. Let the head go just a little. And take a couple of deep breaths here. Good, send it back up to your hands. And then I want you to sit back and bring your hands on opposite sides of the leg, but relax the shoulders. Try to lengthen that leg as much as you possibly can and flex the foot. If needed, you can bring your inside hand up and pull backwards on the foot just a little to deepen the stretch.
Maybe I just hurt my knee doing nothing.
On the knee on that one?
Yeah, I think I've got that little calcium stuff running around and it jammed it up.
So the pressure on the knee, on the mat joint, or just the movement in general?
Moving with pressure, moving over the knee.
Coming back with that flexion of the knee there.
Yeah.
So does it hurt if you stay, so if you were to be here and you stay at 90 degrees and you move the front leg?
Yeah, it does.
It hurts just with pressure at all. Are you okay to do the other side for the hip stretch with the opposite foot forwards as long as we don't go back into that flexion of the knee?
Yeah.
Perfect. If you need to, take your mat and roll it up, at least on the, even if we're just doing the first one, you can always roll the mat over a little bit just to give you more cushion if you needed to. So I'm going to turn, that way you can see what I'm doing, but you can stay right where you are. So the opposite leg comes forward. This will be your left leg forwards. And then your hands go on the inside of the foot and hold that. For me, like on the equipment, I cannot be on my knees without a kneeling pad, and I know some people need to double that up. It's just the pressure on the knee in general. So hold that. If you want, you can go down to one forearm and then the other, or you can hold it on the hands. Wherever you are, just make sure that you relax the head, relax the shoulders, and just take a couple of breaths. It does become more intense as you hold with that hip. Just breathe. Good, and then come up from there. Just take that leg and swing it around. It's just one of your knees or both?
It was just one today.
Just one today. But you've had that same one that has given you trouble, yes?
It was the last one, yeah.
Yes. So let's go ahead and go seated again. And then just take one leg in and one leg out. If that doesn't feel good, you can always extend the leg out straight on the side where the knee does not want to bend. So you can do the same stretch with the leg extended out in front of you, because this is a lot of flexion on the knee, pulling it in. So bring the hand down, rotate across, and if you need to, just extend the leg straight out in front of you. Good, lift this back up, and then let's switch sides. So one leg will go extended, the other leg will go bent, or you can extend it straight out on camera. That's hard for me to know the backwards of, since I'm mirroring you, right? So you decide if that needs to extend out straight. Keep flexing the foot that's long. Good, and then lift this up. Go ahead and take those legs and just sit however it's comfortable for you. I'm actually gonna sit with my knees bent, feet flat for this one today. And I'm gonna place my hands on the tops of my knees and just hold on. And I'm gonna kind of root down through the feet. I'm gonna round the back with an inhale. And then exhale, open the chest, closing the eyes. Inhale, leaning back, rounding. You can do it with a crisscross position of the legs as well. And then exhale, lift and open the chest. Inhale, lower back. And then exhale, lift. Hold there. Bring the chin down to the chest. Take one deep breath there. And then exhale, let it go. Good. Lift the head. Open the eyes. Nice job on that foam roller today.
Oh, thank you. That was,
Hopefully that helps the low back,
yeah.
at least to move around on the foam roller and to be able to get some stretching.